Hello, everyone. My name is Steve Little, and as the chair of the Department of Chemical and Petroleum Engineering, I would like to welcome you to our Fall 2020 virtual graduation ceremony, where we will recognize our Summer 2020 and Fall 2020 graduates. I want to personally thank the family and friends of our students who are here to virtually join us to celebrate this extremely important milestone in the life of a family of our department. In this time of unknown, we are thinking about our Pitt community and beyond. We wish health and safety for all. Although this virtual ceremony was not what I had originally imagined or hoped to celebrate the accomplishments of our students, I was very proud that our outstanding faculty and staff jumped at the chance to use this technology to make sure that each student is recognized and inspired by their desire to contribute to the well-deserved congratulations that will be extended to them today. Our students have been mentored by outstanding faculty who we will introduce on the next few slides. On behalf of the Department of Chemical and Petroleum Engineering, I want to congratulate our Summer 2020 and Fall 2020 graduating class. The reputations of both the university and the Swanson School, as well as your unique educational experience here, will set you apart from others in your field. You are about to begin an incredible journey as you transition from students to alumni and take your first steps into a career, research position, or even pause to decide what comes next. Graduation from college is a time of great joy and anticipation for both students and for families. The next few days will mark the end of years of study and individual sacrifices, but will also culminate in a set of experiences that will live in your memories forever. Whether you prepare to enter your profession or continue your education, I hope upon reflection of your time spent here, you take away a sense of pride and achievement in yourself and in your school. As alumni, I hope that you will continue to stay in touch with us and always be proud to be a part of the Swanson Engineering graduate family and part of the international family of Pitt Engineers. At this time, we will recognize our graduating students who have led and participated in professional student organizations.
I am Taryn Bales, Vice Chair for Undergraduate Education. I also serve as the AICHE Faculty Advisor and the ChemiCAR Team Advisor. We would like to recognize the officers of Pitt's chapter of the American Institute of Chemical Engineers. Founded in 1908, AICHE is a nonprofit organization providing leadership to the chemical engineering profession. Representing more than 57,000 members in industry, academia, and government, AICHE provides forums to advance the theory and practice of the profession. It upholds high professional standards and ethics and supports excellence in education. The student chapter of AICHE at the University of Pittsburgh works to promote student-faculty interactions and prepare students for important decisions concerning postgraduate opportunities. We would like to thank these students on their service to this organization, to their fellow students, and to the department and the university.
Hello, I'm Götz Faeser, Omega Chi Epsilon Faculty Advisor. At this time, we would like to recognize the officers of Pitt's chapter of the Chemical Engineering Honors Society, Omega Chi Epsilon. With its mission to build strong relationships between undergraduate students, faculty, staff, and graduate students in Pitt's Department of Chemical and Petroleum Engineering, Omega Chi Epsilon Iota chapter represents the top chemical engineering students at the University of Pittsburgh. We thank these students on their service to the organization, to their fellow students, the department, and the university.
And now, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce our invited speaker, Roberta Luxbacher. She is a member of the University of Pittsburgh Board of Trustees, the chair of the Swanson School of Engineering Board of Visitors, a retired global vice president of ExxonMobil Fuels and Lubricants Company, and the part that shows the most intelligence on her part is that she was a Bachelor's of Chemical Engineering 1978 from the University of Pittsburgh's Department of Chemical and Petroleum Engineering. The faculty are proud that she will now offer a message on behalf of the department to our graduates.
Hello, I am thrilled to be with you today. First and foremost, I want to offer my congratulations to all of you chemical engineering graduates. Whether you're receiving a BS, MS, or PhD, you have accomplished something noteworthy, but more importantly, something that will define you and enable your success your entire life in whatever line of work you choose. Yes, your degree in chemical engineering from the University of Pittsburgh and the Swanson School of Engineering can do that. A number of years ago, I had lunch with a chemical engineering classmate of mine who also had an exemplary career. And she said something that has always stayed with me. Her words, "Isn't it amazing? 4 years of hard work invested into a chemical engineering degree, and we are set for life." You may not realize it, but it was true then, and it's still true today. A chemical engineering degree, whether BS, MS, or that highly impressive PhD, tells people that you're a problem solver, you're analytical, you're hard workers, goal-oriented, and I can go on and on. You simply cannot coast into a chemical engineering degree. Those qualities that I mentioned also translate into so many future potential paths: to do amazing breakthrough research, pursue degrees in medicine or law, to do impactful nonprofit work, and of course, to a myriad of industry opportunities. And from there, you could even potentially become a corporate executive like me. It's your ticket to a great life, and it's up to you to use it and build on it to find your own success story. Now, it's traditional in a speech such as this to say something profound or offer a famous quote. I want to go simpler and perhaps lighter. I tell those who I mentor as they graduate and they head out into the world that there will be tough times, unfair situations, times when they fail and they are down. I tell them to visualize themselves as one of those wobble dolls. Yes, those silly dolls that you push over and they just spring right back up. Successful people are like wobble dolls. They do get knocked over, but they get right back up. There will be times in life that you too will be knocked over, but you now have the strong foundation of your chemical engineering degree, along with your inner character and fortitude to do what all successful people do. Pick yourself up, reassess, and go forward to continue to write your success story. I believe each of you will make a huge impact in life and will help to save the world in some way. And hopefully, you will always dream big. These are the traditional graduation speech admonishments. But I also know that when I graduated, these weren't the topics that were foremost on my mind. I was more focused on myself, starting work and being successful. And that young woman from Pittsburgh didn't even realize that global jobs like my last one were something that she could aspire to, let alone attain. She just needed some practical advice. So here is my practical advice for you. Have high ethical standards and don't compromise them. Don't do anything that you wouldn't want to see show up in tomorrow's headline with your name associated with it. Make sure that the organizations that you choose to work for share your ethics and never put you in a position to compromise those ethics. Believe in the mission of the organization that you are part of and work to contribute to that mission. My career took off when I became less concerned about my next promotion and more concerned about whether what I was doing was interesting and in how I could make a meaningful contribution. Be personally invested in what you're doing. It is true that anything worth doing is worth doing well. If you aren't invested, you aren't going to do it well, and you aren't going to succeed. Be confident and take risks. You do have the needed skills, and now is your time to use them. Be adaptable to change. Change really is a constant in our world, and one way to stay adaptable is to be continuously learning and also open to seeing things from a different point of view. I really love what I call those aha moments, when I really see something from a different perspective. And lastly, be kind. Really? Yes, really. The ability to be truly kind requires some hard stuff. It requires confidence, personal strength of character, listening skills, open-mindedness, compassion, truly seeing the other person. So working at being kind will help you become an impactful, successful person of very high character. I am so thrilled for all of you and offer my congratulations again. Best wishes for an awesome future as you each write your own personal success story. Thank you.
Thank you, Robbie. At this time, we will recognize all of our graduating master's and PhD students. At this time, we will recognize all of our undergraduate students. As we end the program, please join me in acknowledging the family members and friends who have contributed to your success emotionally, financially, and spiritually. They certainly deserve your recognition and your thanks. Graduates, take a moment now to thank those who have supported you in this journey. This might be your family, your peers, your teaching assistant, your instructors, your advisor, whoever you have to thank for reaching this milestone in your life. If you are with them, you might offer a hug. If you're not with them, send a text or email. We'll give you some time to do that right now. Upon completion of your degree, you will become Pitt alumni. As you succeed in your professional life, I encourage you to maintain the bonds between you and your classmates and your Swanson School of Engineering through active participation in our many programs and events. Our best wishes are extended to you, your families, and your friends as you go on to change the world. In closing, I'd like to thank the Chemical Engineering Graduate Planning Team for their outstanding effort in production of this virtual event, specifically Professor Taryn Bales, Professor Susan Fullerton, Rob Toplak, Kristen Harper, Emily Kerr, Pat Park, Rita Lakia, Jason McDonald, and Monica Bell. And now we would like to express our heartiest congratulations to all of our graduates. Thank you for joining our virtual ceremony.